Hey everyone, it's Blue Lizard Jello, and welcome to Ashen. Oh, I am excited to play this. Oh, I am so excited to play this. This game was actually originally announced back at E3 2015, and I have been following somewhat loosely ever since, although I guess some marketing materials actually came out about mid-2014, but there wasn't a whole lot of information. Now, we did get some more information and trailers in 2017 at E3, and it has just really caught my attention, but we never heard anything about a release date. It just kept saying coming soon or release date to be determined on Steam, and then suddenly rumors started appearing this past week that it might be dropping a lot sooner than we expected. And then last night at the Game Awards, we found out that Ashen would be releasing last night. In fact, once they showed the trailer, they announced it was now officially launched on the Epic Game Store and Xbox One. I guess the Steam version is still coming at some point later. Now, this game, if you haven't been following along, it is an open world, skills-based action RPG. In other words, somewhat like a Soulslike, but in an open world environment. And in this open world, there are dungeons, there are bosses, there's passive multiplayer, and it's all about relationships. It's relationships with the NPCs that you find and potentially with the actual online players that you'll be running into, and there's some sort of settlement system where you'll be bringing them back into your town to form those bonds and to establish a bit of a community, which I just think sounds so cool. Now, I don't want to spend too much time talking about this game. As you can see, I have not touched it. I have not gone into it. I haven't even tested performance, so we'll see how this works. I am playing online, so hopefully I'll run into some of you. I don't even know what Children of Sinsna is just yet. I'm not really sure. Maybe that's a DLC coming soon, but I've already messed with the settings a little bit, but I think it's time to jump into Ashen. Okay, good. We do have a character customizer. There are no faces, there's facial hair, so I think I'll spend just a moment. I'm not going to talk too much over this part, but let's get someone that we are comfortable with. I am happy with these choices. Not too many options here, just the style, whether it's masculine or feminine, a few hairstyles, facial hair, don't even have a full beard, just I believe this one is called the Barn Builder, throwback to my Amish friends, some hair color, skin color. I don't even know if we get to name it, but if you are familiar with some of my other series, you may know I'm trying to bring Silverius into the world of Ashen.
Among the stars, the Ashen fly. Beneath, the 9 realms move among the Tree of Worlds' many branches. Proudly standing upon the darkness, its roots delving into caverns where light will never venture. It was when a single great Ashen flew down to rest upon her boughs that the light woke among the realms. After eons, the great Ashen grew weak with age and fell from the Tree of Worlds, resting upon the plains of darkness, drawing what few breaths remained. In the throes of death, the light dimmed, and the Ashen's final 3 breaths became the 3 golden ages of light. The first age saw 3 creatures of the dark plains rise above all others. The Elder Dark fed upon the light and thrived. The second marked the coming of the Listener Matriarchs, titans who revered the light. The third breath was the age of man, Geffin's children. When the final breath ended, there would be a time of darkness. In that black age, the cities of man fell into ruin, toppled by war and emptied by pestilence and famine. Proud Lathyrus drowned beneath the ash. From dust to flesh, from darkness to radiance. Soon the Ashen will be reborn from the ruins of its old body, and a new age of light will begin. I served the Ashen long ago, a guardian to its waning light, even though it broke me with its brilliance. Now, look to the mountain peak, for that is where fresh hope blooms. The Ashen is reborn. Behold the first glimmer of the light that will sweep the darkness from these plains.
Thus we get some of the story. So the Ashen has been reborn, and, well, I'm not really sure what else we're supposed to be doing. I guess that's it. This has been Ashen, and thank you all so much for watching. And no, I'm kidding. I really enjoyed that opening, and I really loved the direction, the artistic direction, but the narrative direction. I like that we were just kind of sitting around this campfire listening to this guardian tell us a story. Well, let's see if we can interact with these NPCs at all. Well, not only can I not interact with you, I can just walk right through you. Are you a player character? Is that why? Or, okay, good. So we can't just walk through all of them. All right, well, let's interact with the Guardian.
The cliffs ahead should provide a good vantage point. Beware, the rebirth of the Ashen will be violent.
Bataran. Okay, so we need to head to the cliffs, presumably where that beacon of light just was. Or maybe this is just how your NPC followers are. They can just, you can phase right through them so they don't get in your way. Skyrim, maybe you should have taken notes. Lydia. That's a bit ominous. What in the world? Giant formations just appeared?
Soft rapid, warm rapid, fur and rapid tide.
You know, based on what you just said, if this was another game, I feel like I could drop you dung pies and you might give me something. Oh, I love the visuals so far. Absolutely adore them. Bataran did say that the reborn of the Ashen would be a violent one. I can only assume that that has to do with it. Now, over here, are these corpses that I can examine? Broken bone hatchet, an axe of bone, primitive yet brutal. I will definitely take that. Now, how can I access my inventory? Not there. Right here. Now, do we have stats? Let's take a look. Vitals. Health and stamina. Held weapons. I have a broken spiked club. Okay, which is doing 39 damage, whereas this broken bone hatchet will only do 30. However, it looks like there are other stats if you look down below. There's damage, which 39 and 46. Could that be armored versus unarmored? Or maybe light versus heavy? We'll have to play around with that a little bit. Stun, 10 and 15. Critical hit chance is 0. Critical hit chance is 15%. So, slightly lower damage overall, but a higher crit chance. You improvise or you die. That is the way of our world. Coal. A rock was the first weapon, and it's never gone out of fashion. Float gear. And right now I'm just wearing Survivor's rags. Long gone are the glory days of mighty Lathrian heroes in shining armor. Something to take the edge off the cold and dark. That's all we can really hope for. So stun resistance, damage reduction, stamina costs, and stamina regeneration. Interesting, this actually reminds me a little bit of the Surge, in that each armor piece is actually going to have different stats, not just your typical strength, dexterity, agility, vitality, things like that, but actual reductions and stuff along that. I think I'm going to switch to the axe, even though I don't even know what anything else does. So This is my gear. I also have artifacts. Of course, I have nothing. And then talismans. Looks like talisman I have a hearth. A reminder of home that provides a thin barrier against despair. Pressed clearly against your chest, this relic recalls the warm comfort of a safe home and full stomach. It serves as a thin barrier against despair. Spend long enough wandering, and you forget what having a home even feels like. Jokell. Alright. Let's actually practice a little bit of combat. So there's R1, R1, R2. So maybe that's the difference. Maybe this is that open circle, and this is that closed circle. Are there any charged attacks? Yes. Okay, so R2 does have that charge attack. Okay, what else do we have? I'm sure there's going to be tutorials. There's my roll. That is centered in the camera. Oh, okay. Good old R3 on the analog stick. Oh, and look, he just taught me how to do a charge attack. I mean, I could have done that. I did just learn on my own. What do you have? Flank shield, a solid union of scrap and wood. Our switch panel, what is that? That just allows me to go right over there. Let's take that, and let's take a look at that. What do we got? Find the right salvage, and you can reclaim your own life. Stability is 0. Stamina regeneration minus 75%. So I'm actually going to lose stamina reduction if I take the shield. Ugh. Not sure how I like that, but I'm also... Where is my shield? Okay, so... Oh, there's a jump. I know that seems silly, but that's news to me. Can it go? It can't go anywhere else. So how do I actually block is the question. Well, once again, hopefully, tutorial coming up is going to teach me. So, why to jump the gap? Why to jump? Okay, not sure I was supposed to fall down here, but maybe this is a little bit of a secret. Hey, welcome to the Everything Possible in Ashen. I'm only kidding. What do we have here? An ominous-looking statue thing. Apple Cricket increases your stamina regeneration speed for a short time. Oh, dash backwards. That's neat. I like that. Let's actually take a look at the Apple Cricket. This green insect is crammed full of nutrition and offers a satisfying crunch when eaten. It takes a multitude of tiny stones to make a mountain. From Geffen. We actually heard about Geffen. That was in the Age of Man. Plus 10% stamina regen for 30 seconds. Now, do I have... Ah, there we go. There's my shield. Look at that shield. How pitiful. I mean, what? If I'm really going to lose stamina regen, it seems... Why even use it? Whoa. Some sort of shield bash. Maybe a parry system. I don't know if I can walk in here, but... do I actually have a... Yes, there's a sprint. Let's try to sprint and jump. That does work. But can I... Oh, I can go right in the water. White sapote. Kind of looks like a coconut of some sort. Some sort of melon, maybe? A peeled white sapote or sapote makes a restorative meal and is the go-to food for recovery after a fight. Collect white sapote. I think I'm just going to say sapote. Collect white sapote wherever you find it. Inside that leathery skin is a spongy core of life-saving flesh. Once again from Cole. Plus 30. And that's 30 stamina. Oh no, it says health. Interesting. Looks like health and stamina have the same lightning mark. That actually could be just slightly confusing. Well, I'm down here now. What is... This seems like I should be able to interact with it, right? No? Okay. Is there anything else this way? A little bit dark. Wouldn't mind having some sort of light source. Possibly could explore down there. Not sure that's the best course of action. Let's head upriver a bit. Another item over here. Another white sapote. Perfect. Okay, so we know that this changes my left hand. This would change my right, but I only have the bone axe equipped. What about my consumables? That was some sort of gesture, I'm assuming. Do I have to... Oh, you know what? I need to probably equip these. I do. So I could put that there. And, oops, didn't mean to do that. I can put the cricket there as well. And there we go. There's my consumables. Don't want to use it just yet because I have no need. Another corpse here. Another white sapote. So that's how I'm going to be healing. Someone's going to correct me in the comments, and that's completely fine. I welcome those corrections. Now, let's kind of get my bearings. Oh, we're getting pretty close to that ship. So I don't think I was even supposed to make that jump. I think that was deceptive. I was supposed to fall down and get those items. Kind of looks like maybe I could go that way, but I think let's actually make some progress and just go forward with it. Is this the Traveler again?
Keep the light. Hide it. Keep it. Save it.
Keep the light.
Ash suckers. Nothing but trouble.
Just taking a look at what they're wearing. Just a whole lot of stuff like they could pack up and go at any time. Can I break anything? Is anything breakable? No, it doesn't appear so. I do see this very, very clear directional right here. What do you got for me?
There are those that thrive in perpetual night and would extinguish these fledgling rays. We must find the Ashen and protect it from the Elder Dark.
And thus the game begins proper. Landed in this cavern below, which is somehow a lot brighter than it was above ground. There's my good friend who I can still phase clean through. I have no information on him, which is actually kind of an interesting choice. It's almost like it reminds me of Journey, where you encounter these others that you have very limited interactions with. Actually, what if I try to gesture to you? Can I try in front of you? No. That even more so reminds me of Journey. Another white sapote hiding behind this pillar here. The light definitely seems to be beckoning us.
What a sight! Our world once more bathed in ashen light. You have felt the power of the Ashen and survived. We will need that strength of yours. The Ashen is still a sleeping child, vulnerable. We must wake it from its slumber. Before we begin our journey, we must bind your spirit to a ritual stone. If misadventure takes you, the stone will act as a beacon from beyond death's veil. There's a ritual stone nearby, in the district called Vagrant's Rest. But I will need my hammer and spark to awaken it. You must find them.
Need a hammer and spark that belongs to Bataran. I also just realized he's actually missing his left arm. Okay, so now that the Ashen is awakened, that's why we have such a lit up world. Okay, he's already taken off, but you know what? I think we're gonna take the road a little bit less traveled. Not go too far out of our way, but I would like to see if there's anything hiding. Ooh, what do I hear? Or is it just the wind blowing? Oh, I really do think that this is just a very pretty looking game. Okay, I cannot target this beautiful little creature. And I say that, but I am tempted to try and whack it with my bone axe. And can I? Oh, look at that. They actually kind of turn to ash and fade away. Almost as if that little rabbit creature looked at me and said, Mr. Blue, I don't feel so good. Too soon? No? I feel a little bit guilty about both what I did and what I said. Okay, nothing hiding here. Let's just carry on. So we actually do have a waypoint, it seems, up at the top.
Bataran's hammer and spark. Most likely the vagrants have them. They're thieves and scavengers. They'll steal anything that's not chained down.
So we have Jokell. This is the mysterious stranger we've been following. He thinks that the vagrants have them. I think that's a pretty good assumption. Looks like there's an item up there to the right. Oh, here's some vagrants, though. After we get another white sapote. Time to practice some combat, I think. Oh, look at that. You actually get a bit of a quest, it seems. I like that. Bit of a quest to teach you the ropes. Okay. So I do have a compass marker up at the top of the screen. Tell you what. Let's go this way. I just want to grab this item. Probably a bit dangerous. Yep. That was astute. Let's always take care of the range if we can. Maybe we'll try to draw that. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here. Maybe this is not the right place to be. Oh, boy. Let's try to get past you. Maybe Jokell. No, I will take... And... Okay, the targeting system works really well, actually. There we go. Got that. Took a little bit of damage. The targeting system does move very, very fluidly. Okay, and what do we have here? Can you actually see what the item is before you pick it up? No, you cannot. Just another white sapote, which is fine. I did take a little bit of a beating. Tell you what, let's not venture too far. He actually has a health gauge, I just noticed. So Jokell can theoretically die? Now what happens to me if I die, considering I haven't bound myself to one of those ritual stones that Bataran was talking about? To be honest, I'm not really sure. I want to find out. So here we are at Vagrant's Rest. There's a ritual stone here. And let's see. Oh, wow, that was a lot of damage. I was trying to see if there was some sort of perfect block system. You can break the pots. I wonder if anything ever hides in them. Oh, the answer, no. But you can climb up. Oh, I like that. That's going to make exploration a lot of fun. Let's see if we can use one of this sapotes. Yes, we can. And wow, since I only have 50 HP, 30 is pretty good. I see that one Vagrant up here on Pride Rock. Let's deal with him. And tell you what, I really want to see if there's any way to do like a perfect block or anything, or a parry, but Jokell is just absolutely annihilating them. I should probably step in so I can get some of these diamonds. I'm not really sure what the currency is called in this, but I'm sure we'll find out in due time. Okay, let's explore nice and thoroughly. Vagrant Rest is probably going to have a lot of loot, a lot of enemies. Another sapote. They are pretty generous with the healing items. I think that was a bit of a trap. I think that's what their way of saying, you are going to take some damage here. Let's just avoid this and go in very cautiously into this abode. Another sapote. Oh. Who are you? Oh, wow, you are probably using Bataran's hammer. I think that's what I just discovered. Back up, back up, back up. I was trying to see about getting a nice block. Back up. Watch it. Careful, Jokell. Okay, what is this? You know what? I actually want to do like a charged heavy. Ah, just missed. What do you got for me? Bait an attack. And... wow, it didn't finish. Thought it might. Thank you, Jokell. We got Bataran's hammer. So that's an artifact. That's some sort of quest item. Let's take a look. An ash smith's hammer, forged when the listeners held this world in the palms of their great hands. Bataran may well be the last master ashsmith in existence from Amara. Let's see, so we have that. Now we just need the spark, which we do have this compass marker still. Tell you what, there was that spear thrower. Maybe we should head up her way, because you don't want people raining down. Ooh, ooh, that's a feather. Why is there a feather? We don't want people kind of peppering us with, I don't know if we can do a plunge attack. Yes, you can. That is beautiful. Yeah, as I'm trying to say 3 times, we don't want people raining down spears and arrows if we can avoid it. This looks kind of odd. That little symbol in the rock, that could just be an aesthetic. +2 to max health. Black Ashen feather acquired. Okay, so we got a feather from the Ashen. I wonder if that's something we can see. No. Okay, so just a permanent increase to our max health. That's pretty interesting. I still have no idea how the leveling system or anything like that's going to work. It could just be done, supposedly, all through collectibles like that, which, honestly, I wouldn't hate. That would be a pretty unique design choice. All right, you, sir. Can you... Yes, you can. Oh, got a couple of them. There we are. I am not exactly getting... I don't know what that sound just meant. I'm not exactly getting the distance right with the axe. The range is definitely just slightly shorter than I imagined. Wandering Lake. No need to go there just yet. And... So the block is pretty effective. I wonder if that... Oh, he's actually healing up when he does that. I wonder if all blocking is at 100%, because it seems like, even though this is a very cruddy shield... That it doesn't seem like it's actually taking any damage through it. Broken Iron Club for cracking up hard case foes. So this is probably going to be good against armored. Oh, so this is a two-handed weapon. Damage 51 or 61, 25 and 40 stun, critical hit chance 0. Designed by Lathrian metallurgists to crack open armored listeners and hard-shelled corbs. Assuming we'll find out what a corb is later. Some enemies just need to be cracked like a nut. Jokell. Hey, my good buddy Jokell. And we can actually equip both at once. I see. Look at that. Now, what kind of swing speed am I looking at? Not as slow as I was expecting, actually. Okay, we'll give that a go. Can I still... No, there's no block. There is no block. So shield is going to be the only way that we can block. Okay, so where are we heading here? Am I supposed to be scaling up these rocks, maybe? Oh, I dig this. I love exploration where I can actually climb small surfaces. There's a white spote. I think at this point, maybe I ought to eat. Yeah. This should also... Oh, right. Remember, you cannot block. Ooh, good damage. Good damage. Took a little bit of damage there. Certainly unnecessarily so. Scouting my surroundings. Don't want to miss anything. Don't want to be surprised either. Check these little camps. No item. No enemies. Ooh. Some sort of elk over here. I'm not going to hurt you. And I can't target you. Jory's Falls. No need to go to Jory's Falls yet. We should still be exploring the Vagrant's camp. Or the Vagrant's Rest, rather. I'm really excited by the idea that they've already said there are multiple different excuse me, landscapes to discover. Oh, and there's that ambush I was hoping to avoid. Let's get up there quickly and hopefully deal with you. There we go, and well done. Okay, so the enemies can drop loot. That's good. So there's another Sapote. And who are you even attacking? Well, there we are. So unlocked combat, still very effective. I do dig that. Couple of items over there. Ooh, there's probably the spark, which means it's gonna be either an ambush or one of the higher powered enemies. Wow, look at that stun. But it's using a lot of stamina. That's alright, we can deal with him. Another Spote. Whoa, whoa, don't be killing. Whoa. Knock him down. Get some stamina back. You can actually just stun lock very easily. Does that mean that the spark is now free because Jokell just cleared the way? Bataran's Spark. Go to the original stone map updated. So I have a map. How do I access said map? By the way, what is this? Okay, so this is actually what I've been collecting. These are called scoria. Scoria is useful in crafting and decoration. Once mined as currency by the merchants of Lathris, many vagrant traders still collect them and use them as a means of exchange. Scoria is the wealth and the woe of this world. Bataran. So I wonder if we use that to level up. It actually sounds like it's purely just a currency. Now the question is, how do I locate my map? At any rate, I do want to see this. This ornate steel fire starter is made in the ancient listener style. The etched runes tell of the Ashen's fall to the darkened plains. So much of what we knew is now buried in the ash. Unless they just mean the map that's up there. I do have this one vagrant up here. Let's go. Oh, you have a shield. Looks like I just did away with your block, though. Yes, sir, I did. Well, let's head back to Bataran. I do want to get this ritual stone, unless we're actually heading directly to the ritual stone, which very well could be. I don't know what kind of fall damage I'm looking at, so I don't want to take any unnecessary damage from those. We'll just hop down pretty carefully here. Not too terribly difficult. Oh, there's Bataran. Not too terribly difficult of a first quest, but I'm okay with that, easing us in.
Give me my hammer, so I might awaken this sleeping stone.
Now that's intriguing. I have the option to keep the hammer. Maybe we'll play with that another time, but for now, we'll listen.
Touch the spark to the ritual stone. Bind your spirit to this place.
Plus 12 to my maximum stamina for doing that, and now I can bind. Binding was a pretty intricate process. Town founded. You have claimed Vagrant's Rest. Very nice. Journey complete. Hammer and Spark. Jokell has joined your town. Okay, so this is one of my settlements. I'm assuming I can have multiple. Press to open map. Here we go. Okay. So now I have this activated. So Vagrant's Rest, Wandering Lake, Placid Stream. Here are my quests here. So speak to Bataran. We have planted our banner in the ash, a message of hope upon which to build. I know you'll want to acquaint yourself with your new settlement, but when you have a moment, I have something I wish to discuss. We will kind of take a quick walk around. And then Jokell also has a quest. If you have a little time and need your help with something, I'll explain when we're ready. Actually, what else was on this screen? Track journey. Okay, and there's just the system, but here's my journeys, which has the map. Right. Well, I don't think anyone else has really joined, so maybe I don't have a reason to explore. All right, well, let's check in. We'll talk to both of them, but let's start with Bataran here.
I have searched these foothills and found no sign of the Ashen. We must consult Geffen of the Birthing Waters. She will know where to look. Geffen can be found bathing within the Annex of Light. Bridge the waters and strike out for the cliffs. There lies your way in.
Annex of Light, so we need to track down Geffen. We've already heard about her a few times. And Jokell, what do you have for me?
Do you dream? In my sleep, I hear my brother's voice. He once traveled this way with my father. I wasn't with them. Ahu was eldest, so it was his duty alone. Now he echoes through my slumber, calling to me. Each time is the same. He stands atop an old listener ruin, calling to me. I have found the ruin by the lakeside. Will you help me climb it?
Absolutely, we'll help you climb it. Wonder if I have to talk to him to get that started.
My father and brother. I know I won't find him.
So do we have to track it is the question. And that is going to be down by Wandering Lake. Found the ruin by the lakeside. Okay. So that is directly behind us. Okay, well, let's make our way, I think, to Wandering Lake. I really like side quests. Side quests tend to speak to me a little bit more than the main quest. Not only do you learn a lot more about the world around you, but you tend to get a lot more powerful for the main quest, which can be useful. A couple of vagrants here. Oh, we're already at Wandering Lake, so the map... I haven't fought two of these enemies by myself yet. I really, really appreciate the targeting system. It actually is very intuitive. It's very fluid. There's no cumbersome maneuvers. You just simply switch your target by moving the analog stick. You know, I really don't appreciate these spear throwers at all. Probably should have come down that way. Would have gotten the drop on her. I love that they just dissipate into ash. I really do. So I'm assuming that that bash is probably going to be extra good for those with other shields, so I can knock their shield away. Pot of glue artifact, and I also just ruined that campfire just by standing over it. What is a pot of glue artifact? Despite the smell, glue made from fish is a valuable resource. I did not know glue could be made from fish. Vagrants have long been able to render glue from the skin and bones of their catches. In my youth, I once stuck dried deer dung to a sleeping Einar using a big dab of raffit glue. You should have seen it run when its packmates caught the scent, Vorsa. Well, I now have glue, and if I want to stick dung to someone, I certainly could. Now, I don't have a map marker for these ruins. You have a different weapon than what I'm used to. Okay, I definitely need to break your guard. There it is. No stamina. Watch the stamina. And do you want to attack first? No? Okay, now I have someone else's attention. And more than one, so I need to back up. I need to get out of the range of the spear thrower. And almost dead. Almost dead. Get out of the range and finish. Get the recoil, back up, save some stamina. And finish. Got him. Perfect. So far, I'm really enjoying the combat system. I'm sure there's going to be some intricacies that I'm going to learn along the way. Okay, I think I did take some damage through the shield. Let's actually do a test. It wasn't very much, if so. No, I guess not. I guess not. Small scoria stash, so this is going to be some sort of consumable to get more scoria. Lathrian riches, but I do want to read it. I am very intrigued so far. Prized by vagrant, small deposits of these ancient Lathrian riches can be found hastily stowed in many hidden corners of the world. This gives me 250 scoria, which is a little bit more than half of what I already have. These few scoria flakes might not be worth much, but the horror on a vagrant's face when they come looking for it is reward enough from Jokell. That was great. So he doesn't even care about the scoria itself. He just cares that the vagrants no longer have them. I can't just run up that hill, so that's their way of kind of keeping me in bounds. Another item over here. Oh, I do have a map marker. Right, so we'll make our way over there. Another apple cricket for that stamina regen. Beautiful. I wonder how noticeable that is. I bet it's pretty good. I think it said it was 30%, or was it 50% for 30 seconds? That is pretty significant. And was that an enemy? Wow. Okay. I am really not paying that much attention. There's even a fourth one up there. Okay, we can do this. We just play it safe. Don't be reckless. And don't miss. These are all basic vagrants. We should be okay. Back up, back up. Oh, big hit. I also don't even know yet if there is iframes. Okay, one's dead. Okay, well, first defeat. I don't know if it's a true death, but I have been slain. So I've lost all my scoria, pretty typical of this style of games, but I wonder if I have a chance to reclaim it. I definitely have a marker on my map that suggests that I can, so let's make our way there. I actually have to re-equip my weapons. I don't know if I like that. Simply because, well, I could forget to do that pretty easily. Back up. I would like to do as much damage together as I can. Careful now. Ooh. Probably don't want to risk that too much, all things considered. Okay, well, now I learned that they can indeed... Ooh, spearhead. They can indeed actually perform melee attacks, it's not just ranged. The head of a broken spear that can be remade into a new one. Ah, so there is some sort of crafting with broken weapons, which makes sense because all I've had are two one-handed broken weapons and then that two-handed. It is better to reuse the heads from broken spears than struggle with harvesting and forging new materials. Horse has said, one good spear will feed you for a year. My mother taught me that. Right, I don't want to lose my scoria. I'm going to heal up. There is the Wandering Lake itself. We just need to very carefully find wherever that ambush was, which I think is right here. So maybe if we can draw them out one at a time. I hope that range combat is a thing. I do like using those at least to pull enemies. Right, here we go. So we got their attention. And you're going to drop. Careful. Oh, that charge down attack. That's going to get me killed. Yes, good. Careful. Let's eat. Eat a sapote. Back up and finish you. And so the block is pretty effective, but I don't know if there's any sort of perfect block. Mostly because I don't think I've gotten one yet, but I'm going to keep trying it. I feel like that's going to be a mechanic that's in this game. Don't forget that they can and will actually use that spear up close. What about from behind? Any sort of bonus damage? No? Not that it looked like, at least. Broken double-sided axe. Become a whirlwind of ruin. Ah, the old spin to win with a double-sided axe. A stormed ruins axe fashioned to make the most of a solid backswing. Some vagrants are just a whirlwind of bloody ruin. So this is, even though it's broken, this isn't a piece like the spearhead. This is a weapon in and of itself. 28 and 40, 5 and 8, 21% crit hit chance. And this is actually a one-handed. Okay, can I do some sort of whirlwind? What was that? Look at that little toss he does. I don't know why he does it, but I do appreciate it. Oh, I just noticed the ground. Oh, little details like that are going to keep me coming back. That was beautiful. Simple, and I'm sure they dissipate over time, but I do appreciate it. There's my scoria regained. Let's go test this new weapon out on this unsuspecting foe. Are there jump attacks? Let's try that. Not quite. Not from what I saw, at least. Oh, really long wind-up on that, it seems. Watch the stamina. It seemed like one of those attacks did very, very little damage. Not really sure. Again, whoa. Okay. Jokell decided to randomly show up. Look at his battle axe, though. I guess it's because I started getting close to the ruins. To propose assisted climb. Right, so this is going to be some sort of tutorial on co-op. So there's going to be some places where using a partner is going to be the only way to proceed. That would be really interesting, especially if they do provide enough NPCs to get by. All right, let's assist the climb here. Aho's lockbox. Return to Vagrant's Rest. I could just actually hand it to Jokell. He did join me. But this artifact reads, this small, sturdy chest has been in Jokell's family for generations and has held a many carefully secured secret in that time. As a child, you think you know your family. As an adult, you realize just how wrong you were. I can certainly attest to that. I know many of family dinners since we've all been adults that a lot of things have come to light. Some good, bad, and some indifferent. But those have been some of the more enjoyable family moments, in my opinion. Right, well, let's head back to Vagrant's Rest. So that way we can fulfill Jokell's quest here. And then we can move on with the main storyline, unless, of course, we see anything else along the way. Small camp coming up. Any vagrants here? You know, this little axe that I just found, I don't know if it's honestly all that good. I like crit hit chance. Always been a big fan. But definitely a little bit slower, for sure. Ooh. Jumping puzzles? Jumping puzzles in an action RPG game? I don't know about that. Let's see if there's any sort of directional. Can I just... Oh, it's too deep. Am I drowning? Oh, you can swim. Oh, you can swim. 844. Well done. Thank you for not just allowing us to automatically drown. We need to be a little bit more careful. And I just want to jump on this. Oh, I just walk on it, right? So, here we go, and what do we got? Craven Remnant. Ooh, bones from a fallen coward that can draw you back to Vagrant's Rest. Okay, so this is some sort of teleportation device. The rotting bones of the fallen draws one spirit towards a ritual stone in Vagrant's Rest. Not all who wander the plains of darkness have the courage to prevail. From Bataran. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. I don't think I'll use it just now because I'm too close. But I'm glad to see that that makes a triumphant return to the genre. What's this item back in it? Now, if I try to attack... Ooh. Okay. So I put my weapons away because I was out of combat for a certain length of time, which, okay, I can understand that. Visually, that makes sense. You probably wouldn't always have your weapons drawn. But now, if I try to attack, nothing happens. I wonder if I approach an enemy if I'll automatically draw them again. Another small scoria stash. Very, very welcome. Okay, enough of this little side jostling. Let's head back to Vagrant's Rest. Okay. The answer is yes, because I don't even know what is nearby ready to attack me. But I did draw my weapons. Unless I put them away because I entered a safe zone, and it wasn't actually for being lack of combat over a course of time. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely keen to find out. Although it seems like I'm just kind of running in circles because I don't see a path here. Maybe we do have to cross over the waters. Oh, or we just take this incredibly large stone bridge that they cleverly hid from me. Oh, so many items, so many things I want to explore. I am having a great time with this game already. Absolutely love it. I just want to keep playing. Nice, Jokell. Well done. I will take it from here. Restless Knoll. Maybe this isn't where I want to go. I do see a ladder over there. Maybe I missed that ladder? Right. Sorry for the running around, but if you've watched any of my videos, you know I am prone to getting lost from time to time. And by time to time, I mean all the time. Okay, here's the ladder right here. Although, I can run around this building. And it seems like maybe I would hide something in here. No, just some scatter bones, some pottery, but nothing I can actually develop. So when you get into tight spaces, you actually go into first-person mode. They came up with a very simple solution for the camera controls. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with the thought that went into this game. I know I'm very, very early on, but I can see this quickly becoming one of my favorites. Other than the fact that ladders are quite slow, and there is no dash up the ladders, it seems. Right, here's Jokell. I did see that one NPC that I want to interact with, especially because they had a symbol over their head.
The darkness has taken so many. Please, may I have Ahu's lockbox?
I do wonder what you get for refusing, but I don't think so.
So, this is all that remains of my brother's life. A crimson gourd and a crumbling map. The map may lead me to my father. The crimson gourd, I give to you. Touch the spark to the ritual stone, and the crimson sap will flow. The crimson sap is the very lifeblood of the earth, healing and invigorating. If you find me the right materials, I can fortify your gourd at my work table. A fortified gourd can hold more sap.
Crimson Gourd, 15 at max health. Excellent. Go to Jokell's table. So the symbol above your head, what does that actually mean?
I once rested from my wanderings with a woman who made gourds for her living. I helped her, and she taught me how to fortify a gourd to hold more sap.
Right, so it looks like maybe that just means they have something to say, but let's check out the table here. Actually, let's check out the gourd first. Right here, the crimson sap contained within this gourd has unique restorative properties. Now that the Ashen is reborn, the sap flows once more through ritual stones and other sacred vessels around the world. Bataran says, when you sip from the sap, you drink from the very lifeblood of the Ashen. So plus 75 potency, and I have 3 swigs. So health is potency? That's the first actual time I've heard that. Unless potency is something different. I wonder, can my max health go down over time? I'm not sure. Crimson sap upgrades. So currently, it would give me more swigs. Right now, it just takes scoria. I have 744. It requires 1,600. And those 2 small sacks that I have would only give me 500 total, so not quite enough. And what about you, good friend? What do you have for me?
There's no skags about here. Makes for a good place to rest. Maybe even build something.
Bit of a merchant here. Let's see what they have for trade. Okay, so she sells white sapotes for 150. Craven remnants are 2,000 scoria. Wow. That's quite a lot. Now, I can buy. Question is, can I sell? I can use. But let's see if I try. No, I cannot sell, it seems. I could use items, but I cannot seem to sell them. At least maybe not with this particular merchant. Now, there was another one down here. Unless you moved. Nope, you are still hiding down here. I wonder if you have anything different.
Been a long time since I could call any place my home.
No, you sell the same. Gotcha. Maybe I have to upgrade, or maybe new travelers, villagers will move in. Right, so it looks like Jokell has a new quest for us. Let's see what he has, and then we are going to be considering wrapping up. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that this is going to become a new regular series on the channel. I have already had a blast with this short time in the game. The art direction is fantastic. So far, the writing has been very intriguing. I actually want to read all the item descriptions. I can't wait to get into more environments, face new enemies, really learn all of the mechanics so I can become a lot more proficient at it. So definitely expect this on a very regular basis. Now, this episode has been a little bit longer. Most episodes will probably fare in the 30-minute range or so. Trying to use natural breaks and not just cut the videos off. But if you do enjoy this content, if you do enjoy this game, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your feedback. This is by no means a walkthrough, by no means a review, but this is just me playing a game that I have had my eye on for quite some time and it's finally out. So let's talk to Jokell and we'll consider wrapping up there.
Bataran is getting weaker. How long will it be before he loses his other arm? He used to live with a woman named Vorsa. She went off to search for a cure. I saw a woman who matched Vorsa's description near Placid Stream. Maybe for Bataran's sake, we should try to track her down.
New journey active, Moth to the Flame. We need to find Vorsa. We've already heard Vorsa in a few of the item descriptions, but it seems like maybe she'll be able to help us with Bataran. Right, now let's see, how do we use our Crimson Gourd? I do want to try that. So it is just a regular consumable. And tell you what, it seems like it gets refilled at the ritual stone. So I do want to try it and see exactly what it does. Does it just simply heal us? That's what it seems to do. And it actually just refilled? Is it just because I got close? Wow, okay, so just getting close to the ritual stone will actually do that for you. Let's see if Bataran has anything to say, and then we really will wrap it up, even though I just want to keep playing.
Geffen gave birth to humanity in the third golden age. We are but wide-eyed children, begging for the wisdom of an ancient mother.
No information we've already had about Geffen, but she actually birthed humanity in the third golden age, and we're going to be seeking out Geffen, but I think that will have to wait until next time. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Ashen. This is my very first time playing the game, and I expect to be spending quite a lot of time in it, and I hope to meet you all there. I am playing this on PC, so if you want to join, please let me know, and we'll try to get some multiplayer going, because I would love to see how that works in this, but so far my experience has been nothing but positive. The game runs incredibly well. It is beautiful. It's a blast to play, and I can't wait to keep sharing this with all of you. If you have anything else that you would like me to get into with this game, please let me know in the comments below. But I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.